live in the dungeon. This is the Dream Warrior Review. I'm Kurt Thomas.
I'm Strawn.
This is going to be a fun one, actually, because I have a lot to say about this one. I love
Okay. Well, let's hit it. I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to find the damn thing. Oh, here. What the hell? Okay. It's not. Okay. So, how many have there been? This is the 8th or 9th one?
Yeah, something like that.
So, we got to...
it's not even here.
There's only supposed to be 12. We got to stick with it, dude. See, look.
Oh, there it is. I'm just fucking with you.
We only have 1, 2... 3. We only have 5 left.
Oh, it hurts.
Okay, we just saw an Into the Dark, a Blumhouse production.
Blumhouse. Okay.
And it's I'm just with you.
I have to say.
And I'm going to say effing because I don't want to have to keep bleeping this out.
Okay, effing. But, I'm just effing with you.
Well, a young man and his sister endure a night of increasingly frightening practical jokes while spending the night in a secluded motel.
And this was the best. I think this was the best one out of all of them. I actually really enjoyed this one.
It absolutely
enjoyed this one.
I actually kind of enjoyed it myself. I
thought you were going to hate it.
I enjoyed the look of it.
It was beautiful.
It was. And
the guy that played Chester was
looking, and the
phenomenal.
guy that played Chester was great. He carried it.
Yep. I wanted to like the main guy, but I didn't really connect with him.
Now the main guy's name is what's the main guy's name?
I forgot what his character's name was.
Keir O'Donnell, is he in The Tick? No, he isn't. Huh. Okay. Well, anyway.
But no, I thought it was pretty. I liked the light. The lighting was great.
I thought the lighting was great. I thought that I thought it was better written than most of them.
Yeah.
It had an interesting premise.
Well, it wasn't that exciting of a premise, but I like the fact that they were talking about assholes online, and then assholes in real life, and how Chester probably never went on Facebook or any of that stuff.
Right, exactly.
But the other guy did all the time.
Right. and he was going through an existential crisis. While Chester was hunting him. An existential crisis as into his own worth and value, which was ridiculous. It was the ridiculous on top of the ridiculous that actually made it better.
I think that's why I liked it, because
that's what I'm saying.
This is like Norman Bates on acid.
It was.
It was like
Psycho. It's Norman Bates while he's in therapy on acid. Exactly.
Falling off the wagon.
Right. Yeah.
The acting was pretty good. I like the 80s kind of feel to it. It was like the way they edited it was kind of, it felt more 80s than current day.
And a lot of the lighting was that, super bright. Yeah.
Well, the location was kind of part of it too.
And the location, I have to tell you, that location right there, everybody has filmed there a million times.
Right.
I mean, you know, I don't remember it being called pink, if that's a recent thing, or if that one piece of neon was actually fake.
Right.
Hard to tell, But, boy, that location is on San Fernando Road, just about out where Hollywood Way crosses it, and you see that frickin' thing everywhere. I mean, it's a location all the time. I almost doubt that it's a motel anymore. It's probably just a location.
Right, yeah.
Because, I mean, literally trucks line up.
It's probably being used all the time.
All the time. Yeah. Absolutely all the time. Yeah. I mean, that literally makes a difference on their bottom line, is how often it's used.
Yeah.
And, so that's one of the... That hotel, and there's another one on... I think it's down on... not Magnolia, but on Olive Street. That's called the Safari Inn, and you see that all the time. Those two motels are the kitsch, very modern 60s motels. Yeah. You see them everywhere, all the time, constantly. So, what else?
This was a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
But I found some parts actually scary. It surprised me that I got into the humor and the weirdness of everything, the absurdness of the whole thing. And then
I actually made a note or two.
It seemed there were some good parts where there, especially some of the scenes where people died, were pretty amazing, actually.
Well, but there was a part I really liked.
And can I spoil it a little bit by saying?
I don't care.
I was expecting the whole thing to be like a whole practical joke on Asshole Face, the online guy.
Right.
But
yeah,
and then there's
but it was better than it wasn't.
You realize, something changed. And I'm like, it's not a joke. That's when I really started enjoying it.
You know, the thing that's cool is how much the I'm effing with you is directly related to the filming of it. And in other words, like, they get away and like, he's gonna let them get away, and they get like almost to the edge of the property, and and the car breaks down, and he walks up and he goes, I didn't even think that was gonna work.
And there was a big moment where he could have just left.
Yeah.
At the beginning, he was like, there was a long period where he was like,
no, exactly. But,
I could totally just leave.
There were a couple things I didn't like. I did not like the sound and the ADR were way weak, and the music was terrible. The music was just terrible. I'm just gonna remove.
I don't even remember the music.
Let's see.
I did like this more than Stitches, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
But I have to say, Stitches, I like the death scenes more.
Well, what did he say when the two people were killing each other? He says, it's the most honest expression of marriage I've ever seen.
He had some good lines,
great lines.
But he also delivered them, like, even if it wasn't the funniest thing, the way he delivered lines was amazing.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, no, I see.
And what's great about this movie actually is it could actually happen. That's one thing that I was thinking about.
Yeah.
It's like it's totally something that could happen.
Oh, it could. And the extent to where he was a schmarmy smartass is kind of been bred into us lately. It isn't something that that schmarmy smartass isms are kind of a modern thing. This isn't something that people tolerated when I was growing up, and the thing is that it's become more and more a part of our vernacular, as years have gone on. It's surprised me how much, sort of blithe saying thing, the saying expressions and so forth, has gained popularity bit by bit by bit by bit. And this is the ultimate extension of that. I am screwing with you, right?
Right.
It's sort of like everybody's screwing with each other, and even the guy who's the victim here is screwing with other people, right?
Right.
So it was meta, man. It was like this thing meets that thing, and it makes a whole different thing, man. And then it's worse.
Wow.
Yeah. I know.
Actually, my favorite thing about this movie was that I suggested it just by giving you the title, but it's
you didn't mention.
I forgot to mention it was Into the Dark.
Would you like to bring up some of the texts that I made back to you when I discovered it was an In the Dark? Screw you.
Yeah, I still don't like you. Things like that.
I still hate you.
Yeah,
exactly.
But then you watched it. And you're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't want to watch this, but I did.
Oh, and by the way, what a scream that guy had. Right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that guy's scream absolutely peeled the skin off of my back. It was like
William Butler level.
It was William Butler level.
Yeah.
I think it was multiplied William Butler.
Are you sure they didn't use William Butler?
Yeah, that's his latest thing. He's making a good scream return. Yeah. Yeah. And I like the way that he's so perfectly acted, even to himself, like he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Right? Even as he's doing something, he's acting like, I'm not doing this, right? It's like, oh, I can't believe you're crawling away from me like that because I stabbed you. Right?
Or he said things like, I didn't really mean for that to happen.
I didn't really mean for that to happen. As the guy's bleeding out, on the asphalt. Yeah, it was. Well,
there was the point where the body disappeared. That's when I was like, okay, could this be a joke? Possibly, is the sister in on it? And then
right. Right.
But then I realized,
it turns out, I don't think so. Yeah. I think the guy's, you know what? I think maybe this guy's a psychopath. I think we might be dealing with a psychopath. Oh, I'm not sure.
Well, this guy's done the guy that played Chester played a lot of TV. That's basically what his thing is, looks like.
Yeah.
All TV.
Yeah, all TV.
Except for Super Troopers.
Key and Peele. I wonder what we did in Key and Peele. I love
Mr. Mom TV series.
Mr. Mom. Oh. Yeah, well, he's a frightening dude, I have to tell you. Does not even look like himself in this film. He did not look like himself.
I really didn't like I guess I wasn't supposed to like the guy, the main character, but then at some point you're probably expected to connect with the main character. So I just switched over to Chester is basically what I did.
I really didn't connect with the girl either.
Yeah.
Him or the girl I didn't believe, but Chester was just eating up scenery by the yard.
Should I be worried that I connected with Chester more than I did the other people in the movie?
Oh, you should just be worried, period. Oh, you mean this is what bothered? This is what tipped you off? Oh, no, I think you should be worried, yes.
It was a really small cast too. It's like,
oh yeah, we're like 9 people.
Yeah.
Complete.
I was trying to find the director's name just because I was curious. Adam Mason.
Yeah. There you go.
Chicago. That explains a lot. I'm just kidding.
Does it?
No, I don't know.
You know, back in my day, you really had to look. You had to go out and you had to ask your friends if this guy was lying to you about, oh, yeah, I directed 5 films, and you wouldn't know. There's no way you could know, man.
At least I could be that guy now. I did so much on Vengeance that I was uncredited for.
Oh, God.
I was assistant caterer.
Really? Yeah. Well, there you go. So there you go. Okay.
I decided to say that for fun.
Well, so I'm going to put this one all the way at 3.0.
That's a really high rating for a Blumhouse.
For me, for this series, I rarely got out of the 2s.
You like Puka?
Yeah, I did all right, but I didn't go.
This was better than Puka for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So what you gonna say? What you gonna do?
I think I want to give it a 3.3.
A 3.3.
Well, I'm thinking of I was gonna give it a 3.2, but then 3 together looks like two butts kind of. So because you're really thinking of online.
Okay, that's it, guys.
You know when you're texting online?
It was a good night.
And you want to do a sideways ass? You probably do a 3, right? I don't know. Anyway.
Can I go home? I gotta leave. I gotta leave here pretty soon. I really do.
Wait, you left 3 weeks ago? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm leaving again. I am going to Crypticon.
This is coming out probably in June.
And Crypticon will already be over. Crypticon will be.
See, I've learned that when we talk about topical things, we should probably do it on our Thursday ones.
Oh yeah,
the other ones kind of get moved around.
That they get shuffled. They
kind of get put wherever they fit.
I definitely noticed that.
I'm sure you did.
In fact, I actually thought about that the other day. I thought to myself, yeah, the one that we do, the movie one, always is the next up.
Yeah.
But I mean, the one that we see in the movie is always the next up. But then the other ones, they're moose farts, man. They could be anything and anywhere. They could smell like anything.
What's great about that though is it really set us up for we were both working on that little film. What was it called? I can't remember.
Vengeance.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
But we had 3 in the bag at that point, so I just kind of
just gonna
put them out there,
put them out, yeah,
and then they're ready to go.
Oh, there you go.
And then I'm going to California next week, and I'm gonna be putting some.
You're gonna be shuffling around again.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
you know
it'll
what?
sound like we're always here.
It's podcast magic.
It's smoke and mirrors. That's what it is. And like the guy said in La Llorona, ta-da.
Ta-da.
Anyway. See, now I'm talking about a movie we reviewed 3 weeks ago again. Anyway.
Okay. I'm out of here. You can just keep talking if you want.
Go ahead.
I have places to go.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, man. Bye.
Thanks for joining us on the Dream Warrior Review podcast. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, follow us, and, of course, like us. We can be found on Podbean, which is an amazing app, YouTube, Stitcher, Alexa on any pod, iTunes, Google Play. We're on Twitter as well, at DW Review, and, of course, Facebook. You can find us there. You can also email us at dreamwarriorreview@gmail.com.